Alright, so this is the new Onett Manip that I made. It reroutes starting from the Onett drugstore all the way until entering Tucson. It has the Death Warp after Titanic Ant, withdrawing money in the drugstore and buying the cold remedy, and buying the skip sandwiches from the bakery in Onett. Plus, you fight the cops with no psychic points. Overall, this saves about 40 seconds, is my guess, on the whole run. And the Onett itself is roughly 15 seconds faster. So let's get started. When you enter the drugstore, enter from the right side and do an A up B as soon as you enter. You want to walk down a little bit and talk to the phone from the right. If you talk to it from above, you'll get an extra RNG3 update you don't want. After you're done saving, walk straight up, interact with the ATM, withdraw $30, hold down right. You'll get subpixeled sometimes, but just get around and get the bat and sell the old one and just walk out. Same walk, no bush bump. The old lady should move down twice. And right here, you want to walk along the grass line about till this tile. Walk on that tile, and then quickly go under the pizza shop. You don't want the guy on the left to follow you. There should be a random shark next to the one that's scripted, if it's right, and then enter the left side of the arcade. You immediately walk into the fight with the Pogo Punk. The guy should be facing down over here. Auto fight. Immediately go and start the fight with the Yes Man Jr. and auto fight. Do an AAL before leaving. Walk upright into Frank and then talk to him. The first turn of Frank will be AB, B times 4 bash. The second turn will be B bash. Frankenstein is kind of similar to the old one. Do B times 4 bash. Defend. And then AB, B times 2 bash. After Frank's done talking, hold down left and get out, or enter the arcade as soon as possible. You're going to do no inputs in the arcade. That guy should move down. This walk is kind of specific, buffer right. And what you're going to do is instead of walking along the right side of the sidewalk, you're going to try and line yourself up with the middle of the road and walk up the middle of the road. The timing on this is kind of specific. After that, walk up to the right of these bushes. And you're not going to turn up left, so you're about in the middle of these two horizontal lines of the crosswalk. And then just walk into the mayor's office as soon as possible. If it's correct, the guy up here should move right. Do 2 ABs before the mayor. If you're too slow getting into the mayor's office, the guy will move up, and that's wrong and not fixable. He has to just move right. When you're leaving, he'll move left to right. Do the same walk in the old one. There's a few backups for this I'll explain in the notes. But here, I call this left dog. There's 3 different left dogs. And this left dog involves a snake, which is over here on the left. So do 2 inputs to the key. And left dog snake is A up B in the shack. Go up into the corner, do L A A. And as soon as you get under these stalagmites right here, do 4 AAs, which you can buffer. After the 4 AAs, it's L times 6, AB times 3. And press down to fight the other slug. After that, do an L right under this hump right here. And you're not going to get enough iframes to get away from this slug, so you have to stutter away from the slug. Do an AB at this high point right here, and another one at this high point. Do an L at the bottom of the rope. And do an LAB before leaving. I'm sorry for the choppy video. No inputs here. Do an AAAB. Walk down a little bit, do an LAB. Before fighting the ant, you want to eat the hamburger. The ant fight is B times 7. Go to goods and press up to the bomb. The second turn is just go to goods and use the bomb. All these stats match the old Manip, so it'll work for any percent, which is very important. So get the giant step melody. And this is kind of where the difference comes in. Because after this, we're going to do a death warp off an Antoid. So at the bottom of this rope, do an L. And walk straight down off this rope. And you can either get a green swirl or a blue swirl. So for green swirl, it's going to be defend, defend, B times 4 ATM card, and then the last turn use the ATM card. For blue swirl, it's ATM card, AB ATM card, and then ATM card. So those are the 2 different fights you'll get. And it's completely random which one you get. It's too hard to control. And the fights end up being about the same length because with the blue swirl you have to do inputs in the drugstore here to catch back up to the green swirl fight. So if you get the green swirl, you do no inputs here. Walk straight up, go to the ATM, take out $200, walk over to this guy, buy the cold remedy, and if you had the green swirl, just leave. If you had the blue swirl fight, make sure you're not going to talk to any of these guys, and do L times 3, AB times 5. So buffer right out of the drugstore, walk down right at the corner here, and then do the same movement through with top cops all the way to the cop station. Make sure not to do a Daniel, and go all the way to the edge of the road to sidewalk before turning down left. Don't turn down left immediately. Do an AA before talking to Strong. And the cops fight converges nicely. Like, the difference can be pretty high, so I never really worried about the detective's movement. So first cop is gonna be AB, B times 3, bash. Next one is just use the bat. Third cop, you just bash. Fourth cop, you're gonna attempt to use Rockin', back out, and when you get back to the menu, press a B. Like, don't go up to bash. Press a B and then bash. So for strong, you're gonna do B times 6 bash, and then AB bash. So leave the cop station, enter the bakery, go left and up around the lady and talk to the baker. Buy 4 skip sandwiches. Follow this path. And once you get to the tree line, you want to give yourself the cold remedy. And then just walk into Tucson. Want to kind of stay down right here, because there is a mushroom ant spawn over there. And then just walk straight to cliff skips. And that's it.